Hello, I'm Alexander and today we're checking out HIFIMAN Ananda Nano. I would like to thank HIFIMAN for providing a sample for this review. I'm not paid to make this review or offer any specific opinions about this product, and all thoughts expressed in this review are my own. Ananda Nano is an updated version of a well-known Ananda. It features a new super nano diaphragm, stealth magnets, an updated design, a lower impedance than the original Ananda, and detachable cable. Nano offers an impressive frequency response range with a lots of dynamics, sound realism, and HIFIMAN's in-house sound signature. And in today's episode we'll also talk about how the Ananda Nano compares with Sundara, Edition XS, original Ananda, and the latest Ananda Stealth edition. But let's start with the unboxing first. The headphones arrived in HIFIMAN's new environment-friendly box. It's plain and straightforward, and I appreciate this packaging. There is an illustration of the headphones on the front of the box, and on the side of the box we have a list of technical specifications. In the box there is Ananda Nano headphones, 3 meters long detachable cable, 3.5mm to 6.3mm adapter, and a carrying case. Additionally, there is no foam insert, which is typically included in the box with some other HIFIMAN models. Therefore, the basic foam headphone stand is not included. The impedance of headphones is 14 ohms, sensitivity is 94 dB. Ananda Nano weighs 419 grams without cable. The original Ananda, despite having the same design, weighs 399 grams without cable. Also, compared to the original Ananda, the Nano has less impedance, and while looking at the numbers one might think it can be driven from portable sources, the headphones still need some power to truly open up and shine. So a good amplifier and source are highly recommended for this pair. Now let's talk about design and build. The Ananda Nano closely resembles the original Ananda, with a predominantly metal build. The headband mirrors the one found on the original Ananda. It's constructed from a steel spring with a sleek black finish, featuring a cut in the middle. The inner part of the headband consists of a pleather suspension band mounted on plastic inserts. The plastic inserts feature the HIFIMAN logos on both sides, with the HIFIMAN brand name on the left side and Ananda Nano model name on the right. The headband's ergonomic design ensures comfort, and it effectively distributes the weight of the headphones. What sets the headband of Ananda Nano apart from the original Ananda is its clamping force, which is increased. This was done to create a better seal around the ears, and it's good news for listeners with smaller heads. I have an average size head, and increased clamping force provided a better seal in my case, yet it didn't affect the comfort, which by the way is exceptionally good. The yokes that connect the headband to the ear cups are also crafted from a single piece of metal, enhancing their durability. To adjust the headband, simply move each ear cup up or down. The headband size adjustment mechanism works smoothly. Another minor distinction between the original Ananda and Nano lies in the yokes, which are slightly more rounded on Nano. The cups are egg-shaped and measure 130mm in height, with a large earpad opening that will accommodate a lot of ears, including those that are on a larger size. There is a minimal horizontal swivel of both ear cups, yet surprisingly the ear cups have nearly full 360-degree vertical rotation. Each ear cup is equipped with 3.5mm socket, which is positioned slightly towards the front of the ear cups. The outer part of the cups is covered with the grills. The grills design goes beyond aesthetics. It serves a significant acoustic purpose. If I recall correctly, HIFIMAN first introduced this grill design, known as Window Shades Grill, with HE1000. The company needed a design solution that would offer effective driver protection while optimizing the cups for the best possible sound quality. This system prevents sound waves from undergoing secondary refraction, thereby it helps to avoid unwanted vibration and distortion. Earpads are usually replaceable and attached to the ear cups via small clips. The earpads are made from plaanr and are filled with memory foam. The part in contact with your head is made out of perforated fabric, and it effectively minimizes any discomfort caused by sweat. The earpads are large and asymmetrically shaped to fully enclose your ears. The opening of the earpads is also egg-shaped and is 95mm in height and 55mm across. This design ensures that your ears do not come in contact with inner part of the earpads, significantly enhancing comfort during long listening sessions. Now let's talk about fit and comfort. Despite the fact Ananda Nano weighs 416 grams without cable, they are still comfortable. I have an average sized head and the headphones fit me well. In addition, I liked how the headband distributes the weight of the headphones. As I mentioned, the clamping force is slightly above average and also stronger than on the original Ananda. But in my case, it provided a good fit and I didn't experience any discomfort even during long listening sessions. The hybrid earpads are breathable and comfortable. I have large ears and they completely fit inside the earpads. Out of all the HIFIMAN models I have reviewed on my channel so far, Ananda Nano is the most comfortable one. Now let's look at the cable. The headphones come with one detachable cable which is 3 meters long. It has a 3.5mm TRS connector on one end and two 3.5mm TRS connectors on the other end. The connectors have channel indication markings on it which are very hard to read, as HIFIMAN decided to use a black font on a black connector. By the way, as both ear cup connectors are located slightly forward to the front of the ear cups, when the cable is connected, it drapes across the user's chest for a better comfort. The stock cable is flexible and soft, which is good. It's also minimal in microphonics, which is good too, but neither the cable nor the connectors keep up with the headphones price tag. And in addition, at this price point, I wanted to see a second balanced stock cable too. Anyway, if you're not happy with the stock cable, you can purchase an aftermarket replacement, which is easy to find, as HIFIMAN uses standard connectors. Now let's talk about the sound. First of all, please note that all the sound impressions I'm sharing on this channel are completely subjective, so please take them with a grain of salt. The impedance of Ananda Nano is 14 ohms. However, they are still a bit inefficient, rated at 94 dB of sensitivity, and they require plenty of current to open up and shine, so pairing it with a good amplifier and source is, in my opinion, necessary. Over the years, Ananda's tuning was a sweet spot between neutrality, technical abilities, and balanced tuning with a fast and well-controlled bass, good mid-range, slightly bright treble, and a large soundstage. I also think that with each new revision, Ananda was getting better and better. As usual, we will start with the bass. The Ananda Nano delivers a well-extended, remarkably neutral and well-controlled bass performance, displaying the typical traits of plaanr magnetic headphones, which are tightness and speed. The bass here is very transparent and informative, and you can hear all the little details and textures in the bass. Each bass note stands out on its own, so you can pick them apart easily. The bass also has got a nice amount of authority and impact, but as with many HIFIMAN open back models, you should not expect too much rumble from this pair. Anyway, the whole bass region sounds just right, and the tone of bass notes is spot on. The tracks that have a lot of going in the lower register sound clear, and this is a plus too. Overall, I am pleased with the bass performance here. Talking about mid-range, it's transparent and offers a good level of texture, detail and resolution. The lower mid-range is slightly less full and detailed in comparison with upper mid-range, but it's warm, so this compensates it. The upper mid-range character has a lot of presence and intensity, but at the same time it's not harsh at all. The mid-range brings a lot of musicality into the overall headphone presentation, and both instruments and vocals sound natural and are very pleasant to listen to. In addition, the headphones offer a good performance in terms of instrument placement and separation, and I really enjoyed such an upfront and natural performance. The treble on Ananda Nano is the star of the show if you ask me. It's well extended and detailed. but at the same time it's very informative, offering a lot of detail while maintaining a smooth character. This region resonates with clarity and each element stands out with distinct precision and impact. For instance, percussion gain a lot of well-defined body and striking presence, and for example, cymbals remain notably well controlled. The treble also got a good amount of air and sparkle, offering a crisp rendering of the details and small nuances. Micro details are excellent too, and with well-recorded music, the Nano's treble reveals itself as exceptionally detailed, transparent, and brilliant. The Ananda Nano soundstage is above average in width, but it's also deep and quite tall. This gives a listener an open feeling and a spacious presentation, where each instrument breathes easily, creating a great three-dimensional sonic landscape. The sounds on Ananda Nano hold their particular positions in space even during busy passages. Imaging is excellent and driver matching in my case was good too, with no channel imbalance. The separation of instruments is amazing and probably it's one of the best I have heard so far in this price range. As for detail and micro detail retrieval, Ananda Nano delivers a lot of music information, extracting even the tiny bits of your recordings, and I was surprised with the sheer resolution of this pair. The layering and clarity are also great, and Nano strikes a perfect balance between musicality and technicality. Now let's move to the comparisons. Ananda was always a logical upgrade to Sundara, but then Edition XS was introduced and it made the upgrade path not as clear as it was before. Now with the introduction of Ananda Nano, the situation has become more complex, but bear with me and I'll try to make things easier for you. Compared to the original Ananda, the most significant changes for me were the tuning and soundstage size. Nano is more warm and lush, with more bass and a slightly more narrow soundstage. So if you own the first revision of Ananda and want to upgrade in the above mentioned fields, the Ananda Nano might be a good fit for you, as it incorporates all the latest brand innovations and its tuning is slightly more engaging. However, the original Ananda soundstage feels slightly more expansive and spacious, so keep that in mind if it's the most important aspect of sound for you. If you already own the latest version of Ananda, which is Ananda Stealth, I don't think upgrading to Ananda Nano makes a lot of sense. The Nano is easier to drive, it has more bass, about the same soundstage, but a little bit less energetic treble. While Nano may look like a more relaxed version of Ananda Stealth, I can assure you that the Nano still maintains HIFIMAN's famous balanced reference type of tuning, which can be fatiguing for some listeners. Compared to Edition XS, Ananda Nano is just a better headphone in every way. But you need to understand that at this price point, the differences are marginal, and you should not expect night and day differences when you upgrade from Edition XS to Ananda Nano. If we put sound qualities aside, Ananda Nano is miles ahead of Edition XS in terms of fit and comfort, as it uses a better headband design and has slightly more clamping force. If you own a Sundara and willing to upgrade and have some spare cash, then I would skip Edition XS and get Ananda Nano, as in my opinion is the best logical upgrade to Sundara in 2023 if you want to stay with the HIFIMAN family. Let's summarize. At the time of making this review, I spent more than 2 months with Ananda Nano and put more than 100 hours of listening into it. In my opinion, it's a great addition to HIFIMAN's headphone line, as it utilizes all the company's innovation and brings a lot to the table at this price point. The Nano, in my opinion, also elevates the performance of the original Ananda to the next level by delivering a better bass response, more engaging tonality, deeper layering, and a more holographic presentation, which results in an immersive experience, especially when it comes to symphonic music. Pros: good design and solid build, updated headband that provides a better fit, HIFIMAN's in-house reference tuning, well-controlled, fast and detailed bass response, excellent mid-range with a lot of presence and details, excellent treble extension with lots of energy and sparkle, expansive soundstage, excellent detail and micro details retrieval, class-leading instrument separation, and a carrying case. Cons: stock cable could be better, and I'd like to see a second balanced stock cable at this price point too. And also, despite having low impedance, the headphones are source peaky and need the power to open up and shine. While it's built similarly to the original Ananda and Ananda Stealth and carries the same sound DNA, the Nano is, in my opinion, a less dry and more exciting pair, especially compared to the original Ananda. Overall, I can absolutely recommend Ananda Nano to anyone who seeks an upgrade to Sundara and Edition XS, or is familiar with HIFIMAN's in-house tuning and wants to skip the entry-level models of the company. Alright guys, that's all from me for today, and I hope that you enjoyed this review. If you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the bell icon to receive new video updates. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.